story about the weirdest sushi in history is a story about Emperor Wakashimi. Emperor Wakashimi lived a long, long time ago in the islands of Japan. And he loved sushi. He loved it so much, he loved it with such a passion, that when it was time to pick his heir, the one that would marry his daughter, he sent a message to his village to tell everyone in the kingdom that whoever brought the strangest sushi in the world would be the one to marry his daughter and get the keys to the kingdom after he passed. That was the talk of the town, and rumors spread throughout many kingdoms, in fact, so that several of the best chefs in all of beyond where the sun sets started pouring in. However, there was one condition. If you couldn't impress the emperor, you would have to eat the worst sushi ever in front of the emperor as a penalty. And so the line of people started rolling in with some of the strangest sushis. Some had fish that were blue, others had pieces of rock that tasted like fish, others were made out of mostly jellyfish, so it looked like gelatin. Those were among the worst of the worst, and that's the ones that he was feeding all the contestants if they didn't get it right. But so far, even though there were some good ones, nobody really managed to impress him until a little boy came around. "Well, what do we have here?" said the emperor. "You come to ask for my daughter in marriage and my whole kingdom?" "Well, yes, sir," said the boy. "Ha ha 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 ha!" was laughing everybody around the king. "Silence!" said the emperor, not the king. "Well, my boy, you know the rules. You must give me the strangest sushi in the world. And if I like it, then you will marry my daughter and inherit the kingdom. If I don't, you have to eat those sushis. Ew." And everybody behind the king was like, "Ugh, disgusting. Ooh, the sushi sucks." And the kid said, "No problem," with total confidence. "Okay, let's see it," said the emperor. And the kid extended its empty hand. "Well, where is it?" "Oh, this is a very, very special sushi, for it is a sushi made by the gods themselves. And therefore, in order to hide the sushi, they have made it invisible to everyone except the smartest people in the room. Of course, I bring this to you, a humble servant. I can barely see it, but the smarter people in the room will be able to see it clearly with all its glory and beauty. They say that if you're extremely smart, you can even read the words of the gods inscribed in this roll of sushi." "Whoa," said the king. And so the kid put his hand in front of his face. "Well, do you see it?" asked the kid a little nervously. The emperor couldn't see a thing, but he didn't want all of his court and all of his friends that were surrounding him to think that he wasn't the smartest one in the room. So he said, "Oh, it's magnificent. I see it. Such beauty I had never seen." And so the people around the emperor, didn't know what to do. So the emperor turned to his court and he said, "Do you see it? Isn't it magnificent?" He said, hoping that perhaps they would see it and they could describe it to him. But the court couldn't see anything either. However, they didn't want the emperor to think that he was the only smart person in the room. What if then he gets fired? And so the court all at once started, oh, wow, magnificent, never seen such a thing. Oh, that's incredible. My lord, yes, that's amazing. And so the king was, the emperor was finally forced to recognize that as the strangest, most amazing sushi in the history of sushis. And that is how that kid went on to marry the daughter of the emperor and later to become emperor himself. Except something strange happened. You see, the emperor wanted to display this magnificent jewel of sushi in front of the whole town. He wanted everybody to see how powerful he was, how smart he was, and that he was going to be the one to eat such a work of art. And so he arranged for the most luxurious carriage, and he placed the invisible imaginary sushi in the middle and started going down the street, where everybody was told about the crazy invisible sushi and how if you couldn't see it, you're supposed to not be smart. And so everybody was pretending to see the same thing until they got to a corner where a little kid named Alex was standing, and he was not impressed. The king, sensing something was amiss, the emperor, said, halt the procession. What's with you, little kid? My name is Alex, said the kid. Why are you not cheering for the most unbelievable work of art in all of human history? Well, it's just that there's nothing there. It's empty, he said as he waved his hand in the middle of the carriage where the sushi was supposed to be. Everybody gasped. He was the one to say the truth. And so the king, the emperor learned that everybody else was fooling him, including the kid that had fooled him into admitting that there was something there when in fact there wasn't. And it was that kid that saved the kingdom from being inherited by con artists, somebody that swindles others, that tells lies. So, you said your name is Alex, little kid. Yes, my lord, my name is Alex. Do you know how to make sushi? Oh, indeed. My parents have taught me. We make them quite often at home. Come by my palace tomorrow. Bring your sushi, he said. And so, Alex and his dad and his mom prepared the best sushi they could make. And hopeful that Alex wouldn't have to eat jellyfish sushi, they sent him to the palace the next day. My lord, I bring you my sushi, said Alex. I declare thee the most strange and delicious sushi of the land, said the emperor as he winked his eye at Alex. You shall marry my daughter and inherit the kingdom. Everybody cheered, and that's how the Alex roll of sushi was invented. It's a very special roll that includes an extra dose of smoked salmon. That was his secret. The end.
Yay! Best story ever.
Good night, pequeño.